Hello and welcome back to today's episode of the What is K-Pop podcast, where in which I, your host, Sophie, talk about K-pop groups, members, discographies, choreographies, outfits, concepts, flower shows, all of that stuff. Yeah. I never really know how to do the intros of this. You can probably tell by the fact that I have been doing this since the end of February. And it's now the start of August, then I'm like, I don't know how to do this thing except for the fact that I've been doing it for like 6 months. So, yeah, I do apologise. Today is the start of a brand new series here at the What is K-Pop podcast, where in which the Nugu groups, which Nugu basically means like not very well known groups that maybe might come out with like a release or two maybe every year, probably just a single, might not do terribly well in album sales, and groups that tend to disband unfortunately quite early on, like within maybe 3 years of debut, but that they sometimes can actually come out with really good music. So we're going to be talking about them today. I was thinking about what would be considered like Nugu though, and I guess like people who maybe haven't made over like 100,000 album sales maybe. I don't know, but I do have a list. That's not by me, but don't worry. From K-Profiles, giving you Nugu groups and Nugu artists based on your faves. So it's just a bunch of groups and like soloists. For people who are fans of X group, they can look at Y group and get sort of the same vibe, So I'm just gonna read off of this, and then I'm gonna be talking about Gugudan, because I found out that one of the soloists I kind of like is actually from Gugudan. This is really bad because I know who Gugudan is, but I don't know the members. Like I know they have 2 members from IOI, I know that they were from Jellyfish and that they didn't do a terrible amount, I don't know anything else apart from that, I'm sorry. So for these fans, we have Victon, Jalen and New Kid. These and Victon are quite similar, but Victon, I would say they're like more aggressive, but like in a cool way. I don't know. And like ATs are more pirate cool. Victon are more like high, like a rich boy cool. These are more pirate cool, which makes no sense. But here we are. And Blackpink, we have Tribe, Luna Solar, Minji. I think they're talking about the soloist from 2NE1. I don't know. And Crazy? Isn't that the group that had like the member that was expelled? Because I saw that news thing. I think they have a song called Nugudom. They do. It is that group. Yeah. I remember this. I'm not remember it happening obviously because I wasn't. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. Hey, she was removed from the group due to the company's decision. Yeah, that's when the Korean EP Who Am I released in nearly 2 years ago on the 16th of August 2022 has got 1,850 sales, so they are technically 1,750 for their latest single album. I didn't even know they came back, so that just honestly, when you not follow, but like are aware of Nugu groups, you don't even know when they come back, genuinely, because they get so lost in the fray of other comebacks that like people just don't know, and that's an unfortunate side effect of being a Nugu group, because like we just don't know when you're coming back. It's not our fault really, unless like we actively follow them constantly, but yeah. It is just what it is. And for BTS fans, you can listen to Kingdom, Ajax, ONF, and 100%. I think I've listened to a couple of their songs. They've now rebranded to The Kingdom, and ONF. Have I listened to a couple of their songs? Probably have. I always get them mixed up with Only One Of, because I know Only One Of they released a load of solo music, and I did listen to that. I don't know. A lot of these groups are kind of the same in my mind, and I know they are different, but like they live rent free in my mind. The Chungha fans, Dao Subin. Do you mean Dao Shabei? Isu and 777. The CIX fans, which I would also say they are still Nugu. I don't know. ICN, SF9, ONF, again, AB6 and ELAST. ELAST are so for EXO fans, Boys Republic, BTL, Victor Noir and TFN. TFN have sadly disbanded, which I'm so sad about. Astura Barbalta, which is a song that I can never pronounce, is very, very good. For G-Friend fans, there's Greyish, Elris and Saturday. For ITZY fans, Rosie and Secret Number. For IU fans, Guhara, I would say it's Guhara. Stella Jang, An Introduction to Youth, Yeon, Rosie and Yuki Khan. IZ*ONE fans, there is Hyel, Natty, Elris and Very Good. Natty has since debuted with Kiss of Life. For Luna fans, we have Yuha Signature, Nine Muses Nature, GWSN and Weki Meki. Nature, GWSN and Weki Meki have since disbanded, unfortunately. For Monster X fans, we have Kid Boys Republic, N-Sonic, New East and Victon. For NCT fans, we have Kingdom Again, Apex is so good, Victon, Noir and TFN. For Oh My Girl, we have My B, Minx, Elris, 15, and for Stray Kids fans we have The Boys fans, we have Lucas, Speed and Sonic UONF, Victon and DKB. DKB is a group that I want to talk about soon because I've been listening to a couple of their songs, because I listened to the latest one they just came out with, whose name I have completely forgotten at the moment. And so I went through, because they have one of those YouTube mixes. Like, I don't even listen to music on Spotify anymore that much, but I stream it on the TV, so I can watch like their music video whilst I'm listening to the song. And I listened to a couple of the things that they've been releasing since they released last year. Towards the end of last year when they lost one of their members, and I was like, this is actually really good. I should probably listen to DKB more. But it's not that like I've really intentionally not listened to them. It's just that I have so much that I listen to that sometimes, again, like these groups, they just get lost in the fray of the songs that I listen to on a regular basis. And, sometimes it does take me actually actively doing this podcast for me to be like, oh, I need to check X group out. Then I do, and then I would kind of become a fan of them. Yeah, honestly, the only thing I would say for Nugu groups, how you want to support them, is just, try and keep up with what they're doing. Don't be too upset if you forget that they're having a comeback or you just don't know, because at the end of the day, there's only so much that you can really do as a K-pop fan if the company's not telling you, or the company is kind of bad at marketing, or any kind of thing to do with that. Just kind of, I don't know, check in if you want to. Just try your best, Don't get too worried, because there are some people, some fans, that I know would be like, oh my god, I cannot believe you don't support X group, they are really, really good. It's like, well, we do support them, it's just that we don't know when they're coming back because their promotions aren't as well thought out and as well marketed as a lot of other groups are, unfortunately. And again, that's not even our problem, that's just the company's problem. We can't force the company to promote these groups anymore if they do not have the funds simply to do it. So for Twice fans, I would recommend Minx, Nine Muses, Very Good and Wooa. For Weekly fans, I would recommend Year 7 Class 1, Gugudan, 15 and Saturday, and Cherry B. So I guess Cherry Bullet, which is another group that unfortunately disbanded. And looking at did I just close the door? Looking at the comments, he just came back from Sketty Noodle, which is an amazing profile name, by the way. I love that. That is amazing. Sketty Noodle. For N-Citizens, so NCT. Atbo, I think. Yeah. Again, I'm trying to remember this. I do listen to Atbo because I like their visuals. I think that group no, that one was the new six one. I don't know. They all kind of live in my mind altogether. Yeah, so the seasoning, which is the NCT vibe from Red Velvet, is kind of similar to Billy. I think so. I mean, Billy reminds me of an owl, which I'm pretty sure is just their logo, but Billy reminds me of owls. And apparently Le Seraphim Give you like the Seraphim. Iris is good. Never listened to Iris. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so let's go on to what am I doing? What's it doing? I don't know. Gugudan was a South Korean girl group that consisted of 8 members from Jellyfish Entertainment, being on the 28th of June 2016. So over 8 years ago, dang, so under Jellyfish Entertainment, and they disbanded on the 31st of December 2020 after a 2-year hiatus. So basically only just disbanded like 2 months before I became a fan of K-pop. Dang. That makes me feel old, because it's been nearly 4 years since they disbanded. Time really does fly when you're doing nothing, sitting in your lounge, listening to K-pop, whilst the world goes by. I mean, it is true though. What my parents always say to me is that, because we were talking about this, me and my dad, last night when we were watching the athletics on the Olympics, he said to me, Sophie, as long as you're comfortable and happy with what you're doing, it doesn't matter if you are taking time to figure out how you, like he said it in a roundabout way, figure out how to operate in the world and what your place is in it. Because as you know, I've talked about it many times, I do online courses, so I have 3 from one college and another one that I'm getting at another college, and I'm planning to do like a another qualification a bit higher up in the levels, like a totally online college as well, in September. So like I'm getting there, it's just taking time, and I'm making the foundations to help my own mental health not, go absolutely awry. Like sometimes these things take time, and that's okay. And some people might think that the last 3.5 years of my life have been basically wasted, but I'm still here, and that's okay. And what was it, like 2.5 years that the girls spent as Gugudan, I'm sure they enjoyed it to an extent, being on stage, being together. And sometimes these things work as stepping stones in the path to a level of success, and just because, Gugudan didn't get what they deserved from the company doesn't mean that they necessarily look back on their time bad thing. I know I'm not in the minds of the girls. So their fandom name is Danjak, which means good friend, apparently. Okay. I also was just leaning on my hands, so now my hands are hot. Yeah, lovely. Love that for me. I always get so warm during summer, it's absolutely horrible. So we have Hannah, or Shin Borat. She is a leader, main dancer, vocalist, rapper, and visual, born on the 30th of April 1993, making her a Taurus, and she has 2 younger siblings. And she left Jellyfish on the 2nd of May 2021. Does it say what she's doing? No. I should have really looked for a page that says about what the members are doing now. What are the members of Gugudan doing now? Where are the Gugudan members on it? There's a Korea Boo article that was from 2 years ago, but I can look at it because I want to. Hannah. What are you doing, Hannah? She did do a little bit of acting before debuting. She did do it a little bit during the hiatus. Signed with FN Entertainment, which I don't know whether or not she's still doing that. Okay, fair enough. I think a lot of them have continued to act. If they were doing it before, I think they carried on doing it. I believe one of the members is also married now. So I was keeping up with the news. Oh no, we'll have a look. We will find that information out as it comes. Yeah, so she hasn't been anything since 2021, unfortunately. Yeah, okay. Next member we have is Mimi, Jung Mimi. She is a vocalist and visual, born on the 1st of January 1993, making her a Capricorn. And she used to be an FNC. Yeah, it was her! She used to be an FNC Entertainment trainee. Yeah. And so she departed from Jellyfish on the 31st of March 2021 and got married to former M-Black member Thunder on the 26th of May 2024. Yeah, I didn't know She was 10 years older than me though. I honestly thought that all the members were kind of like 1996 onwards, like my sister's age, to 1999, but I mean, sometimes these smaller companies, or like, I don't know, like mid-sized companies have older trainees. I don't know. Okay, so next we have is Hebin, Han Habin. She is the main vocalist, and my sock is all weird. She was born on the 16th of August 1995, making her a Leo. And she was born in Busan. Doesn't say what she's doing now. Nayeon, Kim Nayeon. She is a lead vocalist, rapper, and visual. Born on the 23rd of November 1995, making her a Sagittarius. And she, I believe, was in pretty damn sure. Yeah, she left Jellyfish on the 1st of April 2021, by the way. I believe, oh, she was also a contestant on Produce 101. Oh, right, yeah. What am I saying? I don't know. I think she was in, I can do Imitation with Yunho. Next member we have is Sejong, or Kim Sejong. She is main vocalist, center, and face of the group, born on the 28th of August 1996, making her a Virgo! We stand Virgos. August Virgos in particular. And she has stayed with Jellyfish Entertainment. And she did that song, and I was ever so confused about when I first listened to it. I was like, what is she saying? Apart from obviously it being in Korean, I knew that, but I knew that she was speaking in English. I just didn't know what she was saying in English. Which, I mean, that's not a criticism to her English skills. Sometimes like people will be actually speaking to me, like family will be speaking to me, and like, what are you saying right now? I caught about half of your sentence. Next member we have is Sally, or Liu Ni Jining, or Ryu Sejia. She is a lead dancer, lead rapper, and vocalist, born on the 28th of October 1996, and she is, I believe she's the only foreign member of Gugudan. She was born in Guangdong in China, and it doesn't say if she's left Jellyfish, but we will have a look. Oh no, she was part of Bon Bon Girls 303. She's a Chinese actress now. So she was a member of Chinese girl group Bon Bon Girls 303 under Waji Jua Entertainment, former member of obviously Gugudan, and she was on Produce Camp 2020, which made Bon Bon Girls. And I did actually know about this. I do know about Bon Bon Girls, but I did not know that Liu Xining is a member of, I nearly said Daya, Gugudan. Daya will be coming because I believe they are also Nugu. But to be fair, I'm just going to do a load of groups that I feel like are Gugudan, Nugudom, not well known. And you can disagree with me. Feel free to actually disagree with me in the comments if you want to. Next member is Soyi, or Jang Sojin. She is main vocalist, born on the 21st of November 1996, making her a Scorpio. And she was born in Gwangju in South Korea. And she was meant to be a member of girl group A Pink from Plan A Entertainment, formerly A Cube Entertainment, but plans failed. So in the end, she got to be a member of what? Sometimes, like, I'll be reading a sentence and then, like, the grammar will go a bit weird. And then I'm like, you've lost me, I'm sorry. And so he went on hiatus on the 19th of October 2017 due to a shoulder injury. But she came back for the Boots promotion. And she left Jellyfish on the 31st of March 2021. We have Mina, or Kang Mina. She is a rapper, main dancer, vocalist, and maknae, born on the 4th of December 1999, making her a Sagittarius. And she was born in Jeju Island in South Korea. Doesn't say if she's left Jellyfish though. And the actual maknae we have is Haeyeon, Cho Haeyeon. She is the lead dancer, lead vocalist, rapper, and Mac name. And she was born on the 5th of August 2000, making her a Leo. And she lived in the Philippines for a year. And she went on hiatus on the 18th of May 2018 for health issues. And she Gugudan on the 25th of October 2018. What have I done here? I was just trying to tie my short, I got a pair of shorts on today, a little bow on them. I was tying out, but I couldn't, because I went a little bit higgledy-piggledy. I love that word, higgledy-piggledy. It basically just means it's gone a bit strange, it's gone a bit awry, it's not gone to plan. It's like, I keep whacking my laptop. It's just the same, don't worry. Yeah, and she's still, I guess she is still technically under jellyfish, or maybe she's left, I don't know. Yeah, that was Gugudan. The start of the Nugu series. I do hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I will talk to you very, very soon.